Hey everybody, Sebastian Maniak here with another video on Agent Gateway 101. In the first video, we deployed Agent Gateway in a kind cluster. We set up OpenAI as our first provider. And today we're going to be doing Anthropic. We're going to be configuring Anthropic as our provider. The neat thing, see, Agent Gateway treats Anthropic not as another OpenAI compatible API. It's a first class native Anthropic's provider. This means that it speaks the Anthropic messaging API natively, and it can translate to OpenAI format if you need to. Plus, you get some real cool stuff like extended thinking and structural outputs baked in. So let's dive in. In the last episode, or the first episode of the series, we set up the environment. So if we take a look at our Kubernetes environment, we have Agent Gateway installed. We have our Agent Gateway proxy configured. We can take a look at the configuration. And we can see that it is running on port 80 and listening on all the namespaces. So the configuration is pretty simple. It's straightforward. It's really 3 steps. The first thing we need to do is configure our secrets inside of our Kubernetes environment of the Anthropic API key. So I already have the Anthropic API key inside my environment variables. You can do that too with export Anthropic API key and paste it in. I won't show mine from just security perspective. So step 1 is create the Anthropic or create your API key. Step 2 is configure the AgentGatewayBackend. So AgentGatewayBackend, we're going to give it a name. We're going to specify the provider Anthropic, and we're going to set a model of Opus 4.6. And we're also going to reference the secret that we created. And step 3 is to create the route. So we need that HTTP route to be able to route anything / Anthropic. So we have a specific rule that matches a specific path. Anything / Anthropic is going to be routed to our Anthropic LLM provider. So let's give this a try. We already have our environment So let's give this a try. Let's make a curl statement towards our Agent Gateway proxy address. So I have my Agent Gateway proxy address inside my variables. We're going to send a message / Anthropic v1 message and say explain how AI works. And then note the thing, we're not specifying the model. The model is already inside Agent Gateway. It knows which model to use. So as a developer user, when I'm requesting my agent or the user to talk to my LLM, I don't really care the model. I don't really care the API key. As long as I'm authenticated and authorized to talk to Agent Gateway, I can then query a request from my LLM. And there we go. We have it. Right? Our format comes back. We get an answer from Anthropic, tells us the output tokens, completions tokens, and we get a lot of information provided to us. What's cool with this is we can also do extended thinking, which extended thinking lets Claude actually reason through problems step by step before answering you. So you turn it on you turn it on by adding this thinking field inside the request. So let me just show you how this works. So your standard request, the one thing we're going to apply is thinking, and we're going to set the type to adaptive. The thinking type can be adaptive, can be enabled, can be disabled. And then the effort level also controls how Claude thinks about it. You can have a medium, low, high, or max. So in the response, you'll get 2 blocks, a thinking block where you can see Claude's reasoning, and the actual answer, which is kind of really cool for debugging or for problems where you want to get an extra depth in here. So if we're going to apply different reasoning, I'll show you another curl command. So we're going to apply a reasoning effort, and we're going to set it to high in this. And the one thing to note in here is I'm actually sending a message to an endpoint v1 chat completion. And what's neat about that is that Agent Gateway has the ability to translate that to an OpenAI. So if you have your applications or tools or agents sending messages to OpenAI or Anthropic, you don't need to make any changes to it. Agent Gateway will do that translation for you, which is super neat. Perfect. There we go. We have more data in here. We have the content and the message, and then we have the reasoning content below itself. So that's it, right? 3 steps: the secret, the backend, the HTTP route to get Anthropic working with Agent Gateway. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, start us on GitHub. You know the drill. Link will be in the description. See you next time.